Hey Ragers! As you can see, I am in the passenger seat. Why am I in the passenger seat? Because I got my dad driving. Yeah, I didn't go back to Vegas last night. I was too tired. Spent some time with my dad this morning, and when I get back to Vegas, I'm going to show you everything that my dad gave me to move on with the next step of my life. And I think it'll blow even your mind how much stuff he gave me. But anyway, Dad, say hi to the Ragers.
Hey, what's up?
So, Dad, you live here in LA. You've had to put up with the bullshit longer than most of us. You've been putting up with the bullshit since you've been here, since you've been growing up here. Nobody knows LA better than you. But, Dad, God, the systematic dumbing down, what did you call it? The media,
mediocrity of people. Everybody's mediocre. No one strives to excel at anything anymore. Well, some people do, but most people don't, because they don't have to. Our society is set up so that people back in days of old that had to do stuff to survive, they don't have to do anything anymore. Nothing.
And remember, Dad, last night I was upset, and I was telling you, I was accusing you of ruining my life because because you set the bar too high. But you reminded me that the same stupid men that I date are the same stupid men that you have to work with at your job every day. So could you tell us a little bit about that, Dad? Pop.
Well, I work in a library, junior college. For the most part, students are pretty decent, at least at this new location that I'm at. But this was funny. One day, this student comes in and says, I need these books for my class, and shows the paper. And I go, well, okay, go over there to that part and go see if we have them. And he says, well, why can't you do that for me? And I go, because that's your job as a student. You need to go over there and look.
Right.
He said, but I don't have the time. I said, well, I'm sorry that you have to go do it. So the next thing he says is, okay, you don't have these books, so I need you to call the bookstore and reserve them for me.
So this is a student telling you to call another department. He's demanding that you call another department to reserve a book. Is that what happened?
Yeah, he wanted me to call the bookstore where you buy books to reserve the books for him, so when he goes over there, they'll have them ready for him. And I go, well, we don't do that. And besides, the bookstore's 50 feet away from us. Walk across there and do it yourself. And he says, but no, you need to do that. That's your job. I go, no, it's not my job as a librarian to do that. It's your job as a student to go do that. Mm-hmm. And then he says, what are you trying to do? You're trying to mess up my education? You're trying to keep me from getting educated? You know, you're not doing your job. I go, I know what my job is. You need to know what your job is as a student. So you need to follow the instructions of students, college officials, and go do what you're told. Unbelievable.
So basically, these students are a lot like, they're a lot like Democrats, aren't they? I mean,
probably most of them are Democrats or liberals.
They are. What is it like working amongst such an incredibly liberal public higher education system in California? What is that like?
Well, when the students are focused on their studies and what they need to do, it's really not a problem. But there's a massive amount of activism on campus.
Tell us about it.
And it gets really tiring because they're out there with megaphones crying about this and crying about that, and everything needs to be free, you know, like communists that they are.
AOC?
Yeah. Everything needs to be free. It's like, well, who's going to pay for it? Me, right? Because I'm the one who's working. And then the administration, they pretty much caved to all that, obviously, because it is California. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it can be a pain sometimes because it's hard to sit there and listen to that stuff. But, you know, I just try to keep doing my job and focus on the good students.
Right.
But that's pretty much how it is. Every day there's some rally on campus about how evil the conservatives are and how they want to kill all the liberals and they're racist and
turn it into Nazi Germany. That's
yeah,
when we get a lot.
Right.
Oh, it's going to be Nazi Germany. Trump is Hitler.
That's right. Trump is Hitler. It's Nazi Germany. Fascists everywhere.
Fascist.
Yeah, well, it's funny how in our Nazi Germany America and our fascist America, these liberals don't seem to understand that if it was really like that, they wouldn't be out there able to talk.
Exactly.
They'd be either shot or put in some kind of prison. And it's not like that here. They got free speech and they can say anything they want, which is their right in this country. But you know, don't make it into what it really isn't. It's not like that, and I don't understand how these people are so out of their minds.
So, Dad, speaking like of the activism on campus, can you think of any specific incidents where you've had activist students or faculty make a ridiculous tantrum and then get the school to change their policy on something totally stupid? Like, is it that bad to where the kids are now basically deciding what curriculum they should and shouldn't have, what teachers should and shouldn't be there? Are they going all like Jordan Peterson on people, or is it a little more relaxed?
I think it's a little more relaxed, but then you got to understand that most everybody in the school, administration and staff and instructors, professors are liberals, so
anything they would demand, they would get.
Yeah, I don't even think they need to demand it. They just say, hey, we should do it this way, and let's do it. I mean, they've told us to not talk to ICE.
Really?
They said you can't talk to ICE. If they come looking for somebody, then you need to refer them to administration or the sheriffs. But, you know, I mean, hey, that's their rules, so, you know, I don't like it, but, you know, hey, I gotta keep my job, right?
All right.
So. You know.
Anything else the world needs to know about how shitty the public higher education system is in LA? Anything they need to be aware of that CNN News won't tell them?
No, it's a bunch of snowflakes. Everybody's so overly sensitive about everything. If you even tell them they need to do something as a, you know, like a college official in official capacity, and they don't want to do it, they cry about it. And I don't get it really.
All right. Well, Papa, thank you for your insight. Thank you for sharing that. I am actually doing a video about, I told you guys, I am the nightmare. I'm coming for everybody. I'm going to be doing a video about Bob Avakian, and that brief period in my life when I was young and I was hanging out with real communists because I didn't understand the cult-like manipulation tactics that they use. In addition to Bob Avakian, I am going to be calling out by name and face a professor from Santa Monica College that I had that kind of like ruined my life and gave me a very indoctrinated perspective about the world that wasn't true. And so I'm gonna be attacking these colleges now. So if you have college stories, if you have any sort of seminary school stories, if you have any trade school stories, any kind of higher education that you need to share about why the prisoners are now running the ward, if you guys can give me any insight about that, please write me an email, redpillrate_rage@protonmail.com. Thank you. Say bye, Papa.
Bye.
Say bye, Patriots.
Bye, Patriots.
And
bye, fellow Patriots.
And thank you for your service, Dad.
Oh, you're welcome.